Today we'll be discussing Invasion, or lack thereof. Uh, the first half of this will be no spoilers. Of course, I don't see how you could spoil this, but first half, no spoilers. Second half, we'll delve into spoilers a little bit. Let's see. And I'll give you my thoughts. I don't know who. I don't know why they decided to go this route. I, I just. My mind is blown over the decisions that were made in this show. I will be covering all 4 episodes of this disaster. And I'm not talking about the invasion. I'm talking about this show. This show stars Sam Neill as Sheriff John, who I loved. I loved his little, spiel. He was, doing his thing. He was, he was feeling a little left out as sheriff, feeling like he hadn't really accomplished anything. And them going into his story, I thought was pretty incredible. I was like, okay, I can kind of feel this. And then boom, we're off to somebody else. And that somebody else would be Golshifta Farani. I'm sorry, I messed that up. I always seem to run into one I can't say. But they go into her backstory a little bit, find out what's going on. I'm like, okay, got a couple characters going on. She is a doctor. That's cool. And let's see what's going on here. Before we can get into her, we go into Mitsuki's character. Okay, so this is kind of starting to have like a Game of Thrones-y kind of deal, where they spend like the first half this episode, because it can't be that big. They're introducing all the characters. They want you to kind of get to know everybody, and then we'll go from there. After that, we go meet. Let's see, who do we meet next? We meet Shamir Anderson, or Travante, who's the soldier. I could be introducing them out of order. Who cares? It ain't worth it. You go into him. You see he's a soldier. He's having problems. He's trying to correct those problems. He's got to look after his soldiers. You're like, all right, so we're on the 4th or 5th dude. I'm with it. Let's just keep this ball rolling. But bam! They bring up another person. Who did they bring up next? They brought up Billy Barrett, or Casper. The little kid who is being bullied by, I think, a psychopath. I've never seen a bully this ridiculous, way over the top. But okay, it's whatever. So we have a few characters, and it's going down a little bit, and we're just sitting here waiting for that invasion. As a matter of fact, I can't really do this without spoiling it. So, if you care, and you shouldn't, if you care about this show and you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. Some people gonna like it. That's perfectly fine. If you haven't seen it yet, I would suggest that you wait till all the episodes are out, because you are going to be pissed off. So, going to spoilers. 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. This show sucked. So far, 4 episodes in, this show sucks. There's way too much character nothingness happening on this show. Way too much. I don't understand what the hell you're doing. What are you doing? Ugh. So, you have... I'm going to give you just my basic rundown, and then I'm going to go into some of the problems that I've noted just from the nonsense that they've shown. Number 1, there's no invasion. There are little tidbits of information to lead you to believe that something is happening behind the scenes. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit after a while. You don't care. You're like, do something. Okay? So, let me go down the list. Let's see. Sam Neill's character, he's the sheriff. He feels useless in his life. He feels like that there's one major thing that he should have done to make his entire career worth it. And you're like, yes, okay, all right, I could see this happening. Boom, gone. I don't know if he's dead or not. He's probably not. There are tidbits in a few trailers that show him doing things I haven't seen him do yet. You have Golshetta, Anisha Malik, who is the doctor. I'm pretty sure she's going to have to use her doctor experience later on in the show. If you look at the cover of the thing, of the cover of the show, they show her running with her two kids. Husband is not in the picture. I don't know if they did that just for kind of like a fake out, but he's not in it. So back to Sam Neill's character. It was awesome that he went to the cornfield. A great part. And then he got attacked by locusts, and I'm just like, yes, what's about to happen next? I'll tell you what's about to happen next. Nothing. They're going to jump to somebody else. So I'm going to jump just like they did. Anisha. So then they go to her life. They find out that her perfect life isn't so perfect. Her husband's cheating on her, and they use the Apple Find thing on his iPad or whatever to find out he was cheating with another broad. Cool. She goes and finds him. All right, this is going to be something that ties into the invasion in a minute. Nope. Nothing to do with the invasion at all. At all. I don't... She finds him cheating. She goes home. He's messing around with some broad who likes taking pictures of food or cooks or something like that. I don't know. And I really don't care at this point. She makes one of the meals from the internet. You just caught your spouse cheating. You cook an elaborate dish just for like an I got you, kind of like a bam moment. That's what you did? I'm not doing that. I don't understand where her head was at. Come on, girl, you Harvard now. This dude, he can't hide his cheating to save his life. I think he was busted cheating, then he was busted because his girlfriend was having a kid. Then he was busted trying to call her while he was supposed to be calling an ambulance for his damn kids. Are you serious, bro? Like, you are the shittiest dad. Moving on. We're going to jump. We probably going to come back to them because I got a problem. I got a problem with that couple. Mitsuki. Mitsuki worked for NASA. Her little girlfriend or whatever, which is cool. No problem with that. Her little girlfriend went to space and she was part of the team, I guess, to keep basically like what do you call it? Control. You would call it control. Just control. All right. So she's part of control. Something happens to the shuttle. It either runs into something or whatever. You don't really know. They don't really explain it yet. So she starts crying because they were in love, which was great. And she goes home and she starts crying. And crying. And crying. And crying. And then she goes in the shower and she cries. And there's more crying. And you're just like, what the... So that's her. She eventually kind of pulls it together a little bit later, I guess. But then we go into Billy, Casper. Casper, as he's known as by his classmates. Casper is bullied by someone who is almost guaranteed to go to prison by the age of 12. So they're going home and all of a sudden something comes out of the sky. They're on a bus. Bus driver's driving. Something falls out of the sky as this is happening. Right before this happens, all their phones kind of go on a fritz and freak out. And the bus goes off the edge of a chasm. Okay? Make no mistake, this is not a pothole. This is not a ditch that this thing went into, or a none of that. It went into a chasm. Okay? And none of these kids are hurt. Not one kid has a scratch. But the bus driver's got pipes going through him. He is messed up. Like, absolutely, completely messed up. So they're all in this little chasm, this deep hole. No one's hurt except the bus driver. Your first thought is, all right, we should probably figure out how to, how we get out of here. No, the bully's like, no one's going anywhere. What? I don't understand the thinking in that. Why wouldn't you let anybody go to get help? So, that's pretty much the story in a nutshell, I guess. My issues with this show is next. So here we go. Buckle up. Numero uno. The woman whose husband cheated on her. Their house has just been, like, all the houses in the neighborhood have just been kind of demolished by something. They don't know what, just something. And he is trying to contact his girlfriend to find out if she's okay while he's with his wife and children. And while he's standing at the window, his son is going through something. His wife is trying to get them all into the basement or get them out of the house. And he's standing at the window moping. I thought he was, like, possessed, or if there was, like, something that was going on in his head. No! This man was sad. He was just sad. And he just started walking away like a kid. Bro, pull your... The drop that these kids took in this bus when they were on the way home. I'm not even going to read any more about their story because they all should be this. That's right. They're all dead. All of them. There's not a single soul crawled out of that bus as far as I'm concerned. Not one. Number 3, the army guy. The army guy. He is running around pointing his weapon at everybody, including people who are trying to help him, which I don't get. I don't understand. You met someone in the desert who gave you his water and took you with him. That's after you had him at gunpoint. Now I understand, because I was a soldier myself, and I understand that you have to protect yourself. But this man gave you water, okay? Don't think he would do that just to play games with you, though I could be wrong. Moron. So this man leads him to the hospital over, I don't know, it took him 2 days to walk there. 2 days. And he got him close to this spot, and he gets down into the basement of this building, which I believe is a hospital. And there's a nurse taking care of his best friend, or one of his soldiers, and he points his rifle at her face, telling her to get away from him, and he goes to check on his friend. Your friend was dying. They saved his life. You all can see where I'm going with this. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. I saw a couple people saying that maybe he should have changed his clothes. And in doing so, maybe he could have blended in a little bit for it. There are 2 problems with that. 2. One, that goes against the Geneva Convention. You're not allowed to change your clothes. You could also die from friendly fire. That's number 1. 2, he's black. So, that doesn't work either. Wajo. I don't know who they think they are, like who are they getting with this word? Okay, they said it earlier, and then they think that everybody's going, ooh, they said it. They said it again. What's the connection? Nobody cares at this point. Nobody, because you haven't given anybody anything to latch on to. People want to watch this show. You call it an invasion. I call it Days of Our Lives, because there ain't shit going on. Nothing. I fast forwarded through this, a lot of it. When Mitsuki got to her her girlfriend's father's house, and they were having a discussion about what was going on. I fast forwarded right through this. I fast forwarded through the part where she was sitting in the shower. I fast forwarded through the part with the kids and they had another conversation because I just didn't care. I don't care. No one cares. Get to the invasion part. At least something. Some of it. I just sat there with my finger bone like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Do something. I don't care. Because I literally didn't. You killed off one of the reasons I watched the show. I'm like, again, he's probably going to come back, which is fine. But I hate when shows do this. Like, I've watched 4 shows now. 4. I'm invested. And I heard that it gets better after episode 5. So, I guess I'm just going to watch it and cross my fingers that it gets better. Because right now, this show ain't shit. Okay? So, I just cannot believe for the life of me that this show is as bad as it is. That it is as slow as it is. They just give you tidbits. They threw an alien in at the end of episode 4, like, ooh. No, come on, dude. I'm at a loss for words. You shouldn't have called this invasion. You should have called it gotcha. Because that's what you did. You just got everybody that wanted to watch. You want to watch a good show? Watch Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso's good. That's a great show. You should watch that. There's a lot of great stuff out there that's getting ready to come out. Eternals comes out this weekend. I think. Pretty sure. You can watch that. That's worth your time. I'd imagine. It's got to be better than this. So, thanks for watching. And don't waste your time yet. Don't waste your time at all. All right. Y'all be good. And thanks for watching this movie.